What to do, fantasy gang? And today I'm back on your screen, as you can see. And today we're going to be making, or showing you guys how to make, some Gucci flip-flops. How to make some Gucci flip-flops, basically. And yeah, I'm going to get into the video. So all you have to do, this is how you make shoes. So you have to go to options/features, and then you go to shoes. And you have to go to 2K, and then for me, I already made them, but you would have to usually go here, and you would just have to follow the directions. So I already made them, as you can see, but you would have to go to the first 2K. You can have to go to 2K shoes, and then you would have to go to Lowe's, and then you would have to follow these, and I'm going to get into the video right now. So all you have to do is basically, for layer 1, you have to make sure it's rubber color wheel, and it's a base 4, not just regular, it's base and then base 4, and you have to go all the way to R1 to make it white, and you do the same thing here, and you have to make sure this is tongue 2. See, tongue 2, tongue, you have to go to tongue, and then tongue 2, and Tory overall lay 7, so you would have to put that in overlay, and then make it that. I know right now you're like, how are these Gucci flip-flops on the screen? But trust me, they're gonna look like Gucci flip-flops. I'll show you guys in a minute. And then you would have to go here, same thing there, same thing here. Make sure this is Fusion Overlay 7. Make sure they're rubber, and make sure they're white. Same thing here, you would have to make sure the collar, and you have to make sure it's Satra Collar 7. Make sure it's rubber, and make sure it's white. And here, you have to make sure it's Tory Heel 7, heel. And then, so this is basically what you would do. You would go to heel, it would say heel, right? You can press on it, and you'd be like, you go to heel, scroll down to heel, and then you put Tory Heel 7, and it would be rubber. And make sure that's black. No, white, my fault. This is where it gets difficult, because you have to get the right color. If you don't get the right color, they're not going to match it, they're not going to look like it. So all you have to do is make sure the overlay is Satra Overlay 4, and make sure it's green, and make sure the green part right here that I'm moving around right now is about right there at the end, to make sure they look like them. And then then you would have to do this one, it would have to be right, and it would have to be the Satra Overlay 9, and you would go to overlay again and make sure this is all white. And then the same thing here, you have to do go overlay and then Tory Overlay 3, and then make sure these are green. Same thing here, you would have to go make sure these are bold Overlay 2 overlay, make sure these are red, and then have this all the way filled up, have R2 all the way filled up until the last half bar, to have it filled up halfway at the last one. And then you would have to go to R1 and make sure it's all the way filled up until the second bar you get to at the end. And same thing here, as always, overlay, Fusion Overlay 11. This is very important right here, this part. You have to make sure they're green enough, because they won't match in the greens. If the greens don't match, and they don't look like them. And Fusion Overlay 11, and make sure they're rubber. And then the Strato 9, these are basically like, you see the parts where by the toe they're black in front, that's what it is, they're rubber, and you just have to put L1 all the way back until they get to black. And then you have to go to bold overlay 5, and then the bold overlay 5 would be green. See, green, same thing, bold overlay 5, overlay, make sure they're rubber. And then the tongue is basically that thing right there. The tongue, it's like the strip through the middle. Make sure that's black. Make sure you got a tongue and pick tongue 5 rubber. And then bold tongue 12. Make sure that's 12. Bold tongue 12, and make sure that's the tongue. And make sure it's all white. Make sure it's rubber. And the Satra the Satra Outstole 11. My fault, guys, for that. Make sure these are all black, and these are the Satra Outstole 11s and Outstole. And for the last part, the bold midsole 4. These are all black, the midsole and the bold midsole 4. And guys, I will see you guys. Oh, and then you would have to go here, because you would have to press exit, and you have to say yes, save this shoe, and name it whatever you named it. Like I'll name it Xavier shoe. Now I'll name it YT for YouTube. and I'll press done, and it will say your shoe has been saved. You can assign it an NBA player via in the edit player menu. You may also purchase the shoe for use with your My Player in the 2K Sports store. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to purchase them, because this is where the tricky part comes in. Now you see, you go to My Career Player, and then you go to your player, and then basically what you do is, I'll show you guys, but this will not work, I'm telling you, unless you want to pay for your shoes. This will not work unless you have your shoe, unless you're signed with Jordan. No, well, yeah, for this one it will work, but for any other shoe that you want to make, you have to be sure you're signed with Jordan. So say if you want to make like a Nike shoe, you have to be signed with Nike, or else they're gonna cost like $7,500. And if you want to make a Jordan shoe, you have to make sure you're signed with Jordan in the contract, and make sure you're signed with them so you can get them for free, unless they're gonna be $7,500, and that goes on any shoe. So these are just 2K brand shoes, so they are going to be free. That's the cool thing about these. And right now I am going to post this video right now, and it should be out in about like 2 hours, and I would be already playing 2K, and I'm probably gonna live stream tomorrow. Tell me in the comment section if you guys want me to live stream tomorrow. And if you guys didn't go check out my other video, make sure to go check it out. It was a banger. I was playing 2K and we were shooting hoops, me and my friends. And then I'm going to show you how to wear them. So all you have to do is you press circle for 2K nav, and then you go to store/upgrades, and then you go to clothes and accessories, and then you go to all the way to the right, and you go down one, and choose no, you're wrong. No, I'm wrong. You go to down one, and then you go to, oh my god, okay, you go down one, you go to shoes, no, you go to special shoes, because these are 2K shoes, and they should be right there. The shoes that I just made, these are, see, the YouTubes, I just made those, but these are the Gucci flip-flops, as you can see. And if I go to shoes /NBA, which I'm going to show you guys right now, see, these are, let me find them for you guys, because I just made them, the Gucci's, the Gucci's, they're not here. So, oh yeah, because I'm dumb, sorry guys, because they're not Jordans, they're special shoes, and they should be free, and they're right here, the Gucci flip-flops. And then once you purchase them, it's gonna say purchasing, and then you go all the way back, you go to My Player Inventory, then you go to My Park Clothing, and then you go down to My Park Shoes. And then once you do that, you have to, it depends like what brand their shoe are. So if they're Nike, then, but this is how to make the Gucci flip-flops. So you would have to go to 2K brand, and you have to go to Gucci flip-flops, and these are them that I just made, as you guys can see. And I know when I was making them, they don't look like Gucci flip-flops, but trust me, they will right now. Look guys, they look exactly like Gucci flip-flops, as you can see. They look like them, they look just like them. Yep, that's the video for today, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.
Hey, yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.